Today we're going to talk about creating a calculated field. That's going to be this little FX button up here. The way that we will do it is you'll first select the variables that you want to use. Today let's start with some income. If we wanted to just know how many people have an income between $50,000 and $100,000, we would just select the people who are between 50 and 60, 60 and 75, and 75 and 100. And we're also going to want to know the total number of households. So the first calculated field we're going to create, we're just going to go to the calculated column, and it will then open up this little window. And all we're going to do is add the fields that we want. So that would be the folks who are making 50 to 60, and then we just add a plus, and then 60 to 75, and a plus, and 75 to 100, and then we just click the OK. And that will then create this calculated field. And you'll see that if you were to just add up the 143,000, 187,000, 246,000, you'd get to 577,000. A second kind of calculated field you can do is you can actually create a calculated field based on a calculated field. So let me show you how to do that. Again, we go to the calculated field column. And what we're going to do here is we are going to select the calculated field. And we have this one that we've already created. Because this is going to be a decimal, we want to multiply it by 100. If you want to show the decimals, then you do 100.0. If you don't want the decimals, then you just write 100. And then you would do this calculated field. And then we're going to divide by the total number of households. And that will then give us the percent of households that are making between $50,000 and $100,000. And there you go. That's the second column. So it's about 29-30%. Now, if you were going to create lots of calculated fields, one of the things you can also do is you can rename it. So instead of calling this Calc 001, we could call it Households Income 50 to 100. Oops. Sorry, 50. And then we could call the calculated field 2. We could rename that. So you would just rename it calculated field percent households 50 to 100. And then what you'll see is these are then the two columns, and you can then have them included when you output the data set so that you will then see your totals and your percentages, so they will show up in your output file. And that's how you create a calculated field.